All right, guys, I want to thank you for joining me in this week's episode of Unconventionally J. Please like, subscribe, and share.
But I'll be on it always, always and
This week, I was really trying to figure out what I was going to talk about. But then something just really came to me that I wanted to really speak about that I've been applying to my own day, my everyday life. And so the word of this video is consistency. So November starts pretty much tomorrow, November 1st is Wednesday. You guys will get this video Friday, but November just started, and I feel like November, even though it's towards the end of the year, there's plenty of time to do the things that you want to do and start a habit of consistency. So everyone knows it takes 30 days to start a habit, right? 30 days to start a habit. 30 days, 60 days for routine, 90 days for something that's just it's like who you are at a point, automatic, no quit, no end, no anything. So it takes 30 days to start a habit. So this month I decided, for me specifically, because I am taking content creating seriously. I've for so long sat and just let other people do something that I really wanted to do, because I feel like not only was I not qualified, but more or less that's something that I could not do. And this year I took into account, once we moved to our new house, I was like, hey, I'm going to take this seriously and I'm going to start. And I did. This is my 3rd month of doing YouTube seriously. I've been working on being consistent, doing weekly things, something I know I can commit myself to. And I realized if I was able to commit myself to YouTube, that I would be able to commit it in other avenues. So I've been taking my TikTok seriously. I've been taking my Instagram seriously, really trying to put forth that motion of consistency, me doing it, me requiring myself, me holding myself accountable. And so I'll be on TikTok. There's a challenge called the 30-day challenge of content to see where you're at within 30 days. So I'll be putting 30 days of content out every day on TikTok, as well as my YouTube reels, my shorts basically. And also I'm already doing YouTube consistently. So that's what I plan on doing. I plan on working on that and applying that so I can get to where I want to be, so I can start living the life that I really want to do. So yeah, I feel like consistency is just a word that we need to apply, even for you guys, my viewers, or the people that are rocking with me. I do want to say, I didn't notice I gained like 2 followers. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. But with me being consistent, I think also what happens with consistency is this fear that by you being consistent, that people are not viewing your things, that people don't care what you have to say, and that's just not true. And I realized you can apply consistency in everything. And so something that I recently watched was I love me some Sarah Jake Roberts. If you know who that is TD Jake's daughter. TD Jake's daughter. He's a pastor in Texas, the Potter's House, and I love her teaching. And one sermon that me and my husband had watched was being heart led. You know, leading with your heart. A lot of times the world will tell us that, you can't lead with your heart because your heart will be easily lied to. If you think head over anything else, she was saying that it's hard to be led by your heart, led with your passion. In many cases, we become too vulnerable and things like that, and it's hard for us to be led by our feelings or led within our heart. And she was saying, when you have God in your life and you ask Him to create you a clean heart, it's at that point you're putting your trust in your heart with God. You're putting your humanity with God and not with your head, because your head would tell you, hey, this is not working, stop, right? But your heart would be like, hey, maybe if it's for you, that, hey, you should continue. So I realized like I have a passion for this. I've always had a passion for this, but I felt like, it would never be me, and it's not me, but it's really who I feel like I am and what I want to do in my life. And I know that my life has not been so linear, that it's taken so many avenues to now I'm doing what I feel is right with me. And this is something that I feel like is right with me, you know? So consistency has been something that has been on my mind and for a long, long time, being consistent, building up a habit, really doing things that you want to do and change. And consistency, it doesn't even have to take it away from me. Consistency, for example, like in my marriage, being a consistent person, being, doing what I say I'm gonna do, and then being heart led, I can be more open and consistent at the same time. Consistency with friends, with boundaries, being consistent. For example, you can be like, I know people have boundaries, have a hard time creating boundaries. What they do is they're like, oh, for these 2 days, oh, I set boundaries, and then someone wears you down, and then all of a sudden the boundary is gone. So now you're not consistent. So now they're not used to you having boundaries consistently, being consistent and doing what you say you're going to do and following through is hard for a lot of people. And it's hard, like even for me, it can be hard. But I've gotten to the mindset and I've gotten to the point where I feel like, you know, this is something that I need to do. And when you're trying to do content creation, you really have to be consistent and you have to enjoy the journey. A lot of people want their stuff to be quick, overnight sensation, or something overnight, and that's just not how that works. And that's something I really had to really like tell myself, that it's not gonna be overnight. You're not gonna magically be big overnight. Your people are not gonna magically connect with you or things like that. But it does take time, and at a point you have to know that, hey, I know this is a journey, so definitely enjoy the journey. And that's something I'm learning to do. Like, I enjoy editing. I like doing it. I'm progressively getting better each and every time until I find exactly how I just want to edit everything. And like, I'm in school for graphic design, so I'm learning those and what I want to do. And eventually, I know I have to invest in more things like a camera and the right editing software to make things look as I want to. And that's just investment in myself, for something that I really want to do. And so things, you have to invest in yourself. You have to be consistent. Consistent in anything. I mean, school. If you just have a goal, like in maintenance, like some girls, I know women, I know sometimes struggle being consistent in their maintenance. Like, even maintenance can be like just getting your lashes done or getting your hair done and things like that. Maybe not like always getting your hair done, because I don't always have my hair done because my hair's locks. I don't even have hair depression anymore since I have locks, and I love them. So I do different hairstyles and things like that. But on that part. So being consistent in anything in everyday life, for me, I realized me being consistent means like me actively getting up, putting some thought into what I wear, getting up, eating breakfast, things like that. That's some things I'm currently working on, because that's something I never really had to do. But I want to have a routine. I want to have a lifestyle, and it's helping me, and it helps my mental health when I'm consistent. When I'm saying, oh, putting it off tomorrow, procrastination is tough, because you gotta apply that. And so, like, being consistent in friendships, relationships, setting those boundaries, setting your goals and things like that, holding yourself accountable, that's something that involves consistency. And I'm at a point where I'm like, yeah, I need to work on that. And that's something I feel like me should work on. Even you guys should work on, because it's something in your life that you can be more consistent at. It's something in your life, if you need more consistency and putting yourself first, hey, that's something you need to do. Something you need to get back to. And so yeah, that's pretty much what I pretty much just want to talk to this week. Has just been a lot of blessings have been happening for me, and I'm truly thankful for all the blessings that's been happening. And it's just trying to really be who I, you know, set myself out to be. I don't ever want to come across as I live this life, you know, I'm like, I don't live a life that I am talking about because this is something that I plan on doing, but you will never see me out here trying to live a life that I'm not or portray a life that I'm not doing myself because I apply whatever I'm telling you guys into my own experiences. So, very well. But other than that, some updates. Like I said, I'm at 29 followers. I want to give a nice applause for you guys. I want to thank you, each and every one of you, for, you know, the ones that are coming back consistent, the ones that are catching up on the videos, you know, things like that. I'm very happy about. Also, let me see. My birthday is a month away. I'll be 25. 25. Yes, I will. 5 years from 30. That's crazy. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. And the funny thing is, my husband's birthday is next week. He's a month older than me. But it's gonna be some great times. You'll get some footage of our birthdays and what we were planning on doing and things like that. So, you know, I'm looking forward to that. But other than that, I want to thank you guys for watching. And like I said, please like, share, and subscribe. Peace.